When Jeffrey Fry started caring for his mother in late 2006, little did he think that he would create a company that could revolutionize the caregiving industry in America. It all started after his brother's unexpected death. At the time, his mother lived in Alexandria, Virginia, while he resided in Austin, Texas. When he realized he needed to hire a caregiver to help care for his mother, he did what everyone else did and hired a big franchise private duty caregiving agency to provide a caregiver to help with activities of daily living around the house. This decision turned out to be disastrous as his mother ended up in the hospital from a cut on her leg that got infected due to poor caregiving. After that near-fatal incident, he moved his mother to Austin and engaged a nice small private duty agency that eventually produced a lovely caregiver. But after 7 months, the caregiver informed him that she had found another job. As he was considering hiring a caregiver for his mother directly, he asked the caregiver about her salary. To his surprise, he learned that the caregiver was making only 1/3 of what he was paying the agency, and she was willing to take a new job for just 25 cents more per hour. He assumed the caregiver was making at least 50% of the amount he was paying to the agency. When he realized the huge salary deficit, he promised his mother that he would find a way to address this issue. And realizing the huge margins involved in the personal care services industry, he saw a way to do it profitably and without charging clients more. After his mother passed away in 2014, so began the journey to see if there was a way to reinvent how care was delivered through the use of private duty, private pay personal care services agencies. Jeffrey knew that if he could find a way to improve the inherent inefficiencies in private duty, he could create a system to pay caregivers more money without raising clients' rates, and fulfill the promise he made to his mother. Upon further research and investigation, he discovered the entire private pay personal services caregiving industry was highly dysfunctional and disorganized. In particular, the difficulties with caregiver recruitment and management result in high operating costs and low caregiver wages, and in turn, to high turnover and truancy with caregivers. Essentially, he had to reinvent the personal care services industry. As there were no tools or companies truly looking at solving the caregiver issue directly, he decided to gather a small team to help him build the company from scratch. This team first developed a better system to recruit, curate, manage, and pay caregivers by creating a nationwide marketplace where caregivers are easily found, hired, and paid using online tools. Next, in 2020, he launched his own agency in Austin to test ideas on how to pay caregivers more and improve operational efficiencies. At first, he believed that focusing on client costs was the key to success. However, after extensive trial and error, data gathering, analysis, testing, and software development, he realized that all the challenges he was facing with caregiver delivery stemmed from how caregivers are treated and by the amount of money they are paid. So by 2023, he had indeed proven what has become known as the 2/3 rule, that by paying more, in this case at least 2/3 of what is charged to a client, with reducing overhead and treating caregivers right, you could run a profitable private duty agency with low turnover and little truancy. Proving his hypothesis also inspired him to reinvent a franchise model with drastically lower startup costs and management fees. Ultimately, these ideas got distilled into a platform which can offer 3 distinct applications in the personal care services space. 1. Keep Safe Care Direct, a do-it-yourself direct-to-consumer caregiving recruitment and hiring marketplace, where people can save tens of thousands of dollars in caregiving costs by hiring and paying a caregiver directly. 2. Help Find Caregivers, a caregiver management, curation, and placement system to help caregivers find better jobs and help organizations find and hire caregivers at a fraction of the cost of using traditional job sites like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, or Glassdoor. And 3. Keep Safe Care's Private Duty in a Box, a highly efficient operation that bundles a personal care services agency into an online application and achieves the promise of substantially increasing caregiver pay without raising caregiving costs. Combined with an innovative licensing model, this is revolutionizing the personal care services industry in America. Interested in learning more about what we do? Check out our videos to see how we address the needs of caregivers and those needing care.